praise El Shaddai, man. I will be in Chicago sometime soon. My father, lost my dad, man, a couple of days ago. So, I'm gonna say this. I ain't gonna speak too much about my father in this video, but I'm a little disappointed in my baby brother, my baby sister. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. But anyway, this video is dedicated to some people that I've seen in other people videos. They little comments and I've seen some people comments in Vlad channel speaking about because Vlad has called out Eminem. He said something about Eminem had called Tyler the Creator the F word, and he's able to perform him and Dr. Dre and I think Kendrick Lamar and others, Snoop Dogg is able to perform at the at the Super Bowl. And he said Eminem is, he's, Vlad, was talking to Faizon Love. Faizon Love, be careful, man. Don't get, just be careful, man. Vlad is, he's try to get you to go against, what's his name? Andre Wyatt. I think that, I don't know, the Bill Cosby. I'm gonna say Bill Cosby, Dr. Cosby spokesperson. Just be cautious, man. But anyway, I'm very surprised that Vlad spoke out and spoke out against Eminem. He said Eminem used the F word against Tyler the Creator, and he's able to go on and perform at the Super Bowl. But remember, this is Eminem. So Marshall Mathers, they say, not into this whole race thing, but this is Eminem. He's been saying this for years. He's coming out saying the F word and disrespecting people, talking about killing his mom and raping his wife Kim and throwing her and killing in the trunk. I mean, Eminem been doing this stuff for years, but he's Caucasian. He's part of the elite, so they protect him. But thanks to Andre Young, aka Dr. Dre, he's the one that pretty much gave him that, exposure. But Jimmy Iovine is the one, pretty much, he's the main man. Let's be honest. Jimmy Iovine is the one that say, hey, we gonna sign this guy. This is the guy. This is gonna be our next Tupac. This gonna be our Tupac and our ODB. You understand what I'm saying? The crazy guy. We're gonna put him out there. We're gonna push him out there. We're gonna make sure we market this guy. He's gonna be one to break all the records, whether it's the Tupac, the Jay-Z's. There's nobody gonna be bigger than this guy. The machine is gonna be behind him. There's nobody gonna be able to stop him. We're gonna make sure we get all the people in the industry to protect him, whether it be the 50 Cents. Anybody says something about him, we're gonna bring him down. We're gonna destroy him. It worked. We're going to make sure we market this guy the greatest rapper of all time. Not only the white greatest rapper. Make sure we market this guy as the greatest rapper of all time. Not saying that Marshall Mathers is not a gifted MC. He is. And I'm not here to get into all the greatest and all this and that. But I'm going by what y'all been saying. What a lot of people have been saying. But that was their strategy in the first place. Once the death of Christopher Wallace and Tupac and Shakur once they was out of here, that's what they did. When it comes to popping mollies, popping pills, ecstasies, and it got Marshall Mathers came on the scene. He gave the birth to that, man. He gave the birth to the whole ecstasy and all that pill popping. He pretty much gave the birth to that. We could talk about everybody else and who else came along and took whoever else. I'm talking about Marshall Mathers. But anyway, the person that left a comment, on Vlad channel saying that when I left a comment saying I can't leave a comment on. I got to go under somebody else's comment. And I was saying they was talking about because he was talking about R Kelly. We want to counsel R Kelly, but we can't, and Faizon said, yeah, Faizon was basically saying, when it comes to Dr. Cosby and R. Kelly, you know, they want to counsel. They took his channels down. Now, Vlad, he don't agree with that. Them taking down this man's channels. But when it comes to Eminem, he gets to perform at the Super Bowl. That's what, yeah. See, Vlad is all over the place. See, Vlad is all over the place, man. See, Vlad is always been against people that look like us. See, no matter if Eminem, see what it is, Marshall Mathers has never been to his platform to do an interview. See, let's be honest. I'm going to call it out like it is. It's the truth. But see, R. Kelly, the person that said R. Kelly, you're gonna leave Eminem alone and Elton John alone. But R. Kelly, you can have him because he's a pedophile. So I said, well, all due respect, but Elton John name and Marshall Mathers, allegedly, their name is connected with Jeffrey Epstein. And they said, nobody believes that. I said, well, you don't have to believe it. I mean, you just assume things about R. Kelly. You just assume R. Kelly is a pedophile because that's what the media told you. But do you know what he was convicted of? See, then the person came in and told me, "Oh boy, please buy," and people get so disrespectful when I start telling them, well, "Do you know what he was convicted of?" Because he was convicted of the Mann Act, sex trafficking, racketeering. He didn't say anything about no minors. See, when I start hitting them with the truth, and they said, "Who you working for? Who's paying you to defend this pedophile?" And I said, first of all, I am not for sale. My soul belongs to Yeshua the Messiah. See, ain't nobody paying me a damn thing. I haven't got paid for this. Nobody paying me nothing. Nothing. So I don't understand what makes you think that because I have a different perspective, because I've seen people go into the courtroom to take notes. They've actually been in the courtroom, and I've seen the transcript for myself. It's not my opinion. It's what I seen, and people, what is it? Sorry about that, y'all. I actually seen people take notes in the courtroom. I'm not gonna, it's not about my opinion. It's what I saw. So I don't got time to go back and forth with somebody that didn't follow the case. I can tell something. They're like, who's paying me? I mean, that's funny to me. That's funny to me. Somebody's paying me to defend R. Kelly. That's news to me. That's news to me. Somebody's paying me to defend R. Kelly. That's what this person's gonna tell me. Then you got Ice-T. Oh, Ice-T. I think he was talking to Big U. Calling R. Kelly. He's a pedophile. Didn't he marry her when she was 16? I think that's what he said. I thought she was 14. It goes from 14, it goes from 15. Then Dame Dash was in the Surviving R. Kelly documentary, and he said she was 13. Man, y'all gotta get that number together, man. I don't want to call you. You said you was. I mean, I don't know if Ice-T. I'm gonna call you Tracy by your name, brother Ice-T. I ain't gonna disrespect you, man, because I know that you was a pimp. But really, Ice-T, you were a pimp. So I'm gonna call you what you were. You were a pimp, right? You were a rapper. You were DJing, right? Then you made it, right? Right? You made it into Hollywood. You was a cop in New Jack City. That's what people became to know you. A cop. You became a cop. And you kept playing that role. You kept playing that role. You kept getting a lot of roles as a cop, man. I mean, you did Surviving the Game with Charles S. Dutton, which was pretty decent movie, man. Pretty decent movie. You did them 90 movies. You did a movie with Ice Cube, Trespass. I was never really a fan of yours. I liked that I liked some of your songs. I ain't gonna lie to you. I liked that you, man, from Color. I mean, I liked you from the track you did, Color. I liked some of your music. I ain't gonna sit in the front said I did not feel Ice Cube. I'm not saying that. I liked some of Ice Cube, man. I'm sorry, Ice T. I like this. I get the names mixed up. I like the summer Ice. I was more of an Ice Cube fan because Ice Cube was more of a rapper to me, more of a rapper / actor than you was. But I'm not gonna sit in front and say that I was not liking some of the things you were doing. But when you started coming to that show, that Law and Order, I didn't watch Law. I wasn't watching Law. I wasn't watching Law and Order, but I did hear about the show. You was on that show for how many years? 30 years? You got very comfortable playing that cop role, didn't you? Very comfortable, huh? So I'm not here to judge you, brother. I'm not here well, I'm not judge you. I'm not here to condemn you. But for you to be a pimp, how you can condemn anybody? You have no right to say anything about no R. Kelly, man. Do you know what he was convicted of, man? Do you, I mean, anybody that's in that business, I don't care who you is, have no right. I was a gangster. Yes, I was. I never said that before because there's nothing to brag about. See, I always talk about my Uncle Pete, my cousin, my Uncle Knox, my cousin Nuki and all them, cousin Bo, that died, this person, that person, because there's nothing to brag about. Because I want to teach kids a better way. See, it's interesting. You got a lot of people, man, gangs from LA that got podcasts. But you can't, but when you have people that's from Chicago, like Casino for Life, that talk about things from LA or speak about somebody from New York, you got people that get mad at him when he speak about things, he know things. Everybody want to talk about Casino for Life, have an opinion and say he shouldn't talk about this. He don't know what he's talking about. Why shouldn't he? Now, I have my disagreements with Casino for Life. But I'm not going to disrespect him and say, well, he should stick his nose. He have no right to speak about this. Well, he's a blogger. I'm not a blogger. But Ice-T, you wrong, man. You wrong. I don't think you should be calling a man a pedophile when you don't have anything or know anything about the case and you're part of that industry. How many pedophiles have you been around? Have you worked with? You work with NBC. How many pedophiles, Tracy, Brother Tracy, have you worked with? Portia Williams, all on TV, or writing a book about R. Kelly. What did he do to you, Portia? What did he really do to you? What did he do? Smash it? Hit it? What did he really? You met him when he was 25. When you was 25 years old. I mean, what did he really do to you? I'm telling you something about a lot of black women. I'm being honest with y'all. Not all of you, but y'all are really taking. Y'all have gotten this from a white women's playbook, man. Y'all have become the new face of white supremacy. White women, what they did to a lot of white people, how they used to do black men. Saying that they, slept with a black man and set him up. Say, oh, no, he raped me. Oh, I felt uncomfortable. Oh, 5 years later, I slept with him, but I felt like when he slept together, I felt like, I didn't want it. I really didn't want it. Black women have become the new white supremacy. Or should I say supremacy against black men. Y'all always talk about white women, white women. God hate the wickedness. He didn't say anything about no race in the Bible. If you're looking at the Bible, I told you the nations in that Bible. You got Asia, Ethiopian, Egypt, Roman. There's all tip. I mean, he didn't say anything about I hate Asian people. When he's talking about when God said he hates the wickedness. Think about that for a minute, man. This man talking about this man Ice-T talking about he calling Kel's a pedophile. But the people he was a pimp. This dude was a pimp. This dude was a pimp. These guys, man, every day are exposing themselves, man. That's why you don't hear Chris Brown. That's why you don't hear people like Trey Songz, I'm hearing now is being investigated by Lisa Bloom, who's the daughter of who's her mother? Gloria Allred. Ice-T, if I was you, man, I'd lay low, man. I'd keep my mouth closed. Your first wife that you was married to, and people like to talk about this. I'm woke. I'm conscious. It's about a black thing. I don't see race. You understand what I'm saying? But since y'all talk about it's a black thing, it's a black thing, brothers. But yet and still, Ice-T, who y'all look up to, you idolize gangsters, drug dealers, idolize snitches and rats. Ice-T talking about it's about if you ain't with a black woman, it got to be about black love. See, when Nate Parker came out with the movie Birth of a Nation, y'all threw him under the bus. A lot of the black people on social media because he wasn't married to a black woman. That's why I said I ain't gonna defend him because he ain't got a black woman. That's what y'all said. But yet and still, y'all defend a man like Ice-T, a man that his first, since y'all want to talk about it's a black thing, if you ain't with a black woman, then you ain't black. But yet and still, Ice-T, first wife, not saying his baby mama, but his first wife was Mexican, right? Darlene, right? To be on the Corey Holcomb show, 50150. Since y'all talking about it's a black thing. It's all, if you ain't with a black woman, you ain't black. That's what y'all be saying, right? That's what y'all be talking about, that dude from Power. His wife, she ain't black. So y'all be disrespecting him, right? That's what y'all was coming at Michael B. Jordan, because the women he was dating, they were European. Now he got Steve Harvey's daughter, who was a thought. I mean, it's a black thing, right? Right? That's what y'all say. So-called black power of social media. If you ain't with a sister, you ain't black. But Robert Sylvester Kelly, that's all he really dated was black women, and y'all threw him under the bus, right? Tupac said, keep your head up. Brenda's got a baby. And who got Tupac locked up? Was it black women? Yeah. It's a black thing, right, sisters? Not talking to all of you. Don't get this twisted now. I ain't talking to all my black sisters out there. I love you. But some of y'all, man, got to get it together now. Because it's a black thing, right? You let Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King and Tyra Banks brainwash you, mind control you, to make you believe that the so-called black man is your enemy, and we're not your enemy. But that's what y'all make them believe. Because, right, it's a black thing. We got to be, it's all about blackness. It was never all about, it's not always about race, man. But that's what they made you believe. Ice-T, not the baby mama. I'm talking about his first wife, his second wife, who he billed. A white woman. But he had a nerve to disrespect Kanye West. Ice-T, a pimp. So I call him Tracy. But y'all idolize pimps, gangbangers. And I was a gangbanger. That's what, a former gangbanger. I was a gangster, okay? You don't idolize people like us, man. You idolize doctors, lawyers, engineers, astronauts, chefs. Okay? Real ministers like Pastor David Lynn, Dory Love, that's really out there doing God's work. Not these watered down Hollywood Christians, man. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? You idolize the real Messiah. You worship him, not these celebrities. You can look up to somebody all day. Somebody can inspire you. See, people ain't gonna tell you the truth about what I'm speaking. I would never get on social media and tell you to sell drugs and get in and get out. I would never get on and put you down and tell you that you lame because you don't want to be no pimp, or you don't want to be no gang banger or no drug dealer. That ain't the life that you want to be in, man. See, I'm a 6 hour drive away from Chicago. I'm still here, or 55 minute away from Chicago on the plane. My brother works for United Airlines, man. I can fly all over the world if I want to. Anywhere I want to go, I'll ask, hey man, hey man, I want to go. But I don't want to ask him for no ticket right now. He said, you want to, man? I see your ticket, man. You want? I said, nah, man. I want to, because I had somebody want to take me, want to ride. I said, man, I haven't rode the megabus in years. They said, the megabus? I said, yeah, man. I want to catch the megabus. I need to think, man. I want to think. I need to think, because I'm grieving right now, man, about the death of my father, man. My father was in a nursing home since 2016. My father was only 67 when he died, and things didn't have to go that way. But my baby brother, my baby sister put him in a nursing home, and I was willing to take care of him, and they didn't do it. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Them two have to live with themselves. Me, who the oldest, and my other brothers under me, we're cool. But I'm gonna say this. All these people that's coming at this man, trying to sue this man, you are not going to win. You might get money, think you're gonna get some money. At the end of the day, you will crumble. You will fall. Your ass will fall. You will fall. And I'm not here to judge anybody or say anything about people who was quiet about R. Kelly. I'm here to say something about the people that's speaking about this man calling him a pedophile, like Ice-T. Ice-T, let me ask you a question, A.K.A. Tracy. From you got the nerve to talk about R. Kelly being a pedophile. Why don't you talk about Jay-Z? His relationship with Foxy Brown when she allegedly was 15 years old. You gonna talk about that since you want to talk about R. Kelly? You ain't gonna talk about Jay-Z, ain't you? Huh? Because you're scared, ain't you? You gonna talk about Sean Puffy Combs? Now, we're talking about the laws, because I know in that state, you have to be 18 years old. We're talking about the laws. Let's follow the laws. What about Sean Puffy Combs? He was 26 when his baby mom was 16. We're talking about the laws, because the laws are different in different states. Since you want to talk about R. Kelly. You just jumping on the bandwagon, man. I appreciate of some of you guys that want to talk about this case, man. Ask people that know about the case. I really appreciate if y'all did that. It's a choke, no joke. I'm going to say this to you, brother. I don't know if that letter is real or not. Okay? I really don't know. I haven't been really paying too much attention to this letter and stuff like this. I'm going to say this. It ain't, if it's real, it's real. If it ain't, man, hey, man, that's on you. That God had to deal with you, man. Okay? But me personally, I'm going to stick with the people, man, that was in that courtroom, that took notes. People I saw that put in the work. And I ain't got time for going. And I'm not, it's no disrespect to Brother Choke. Because Brother Choke, to be honest with you, I've been following him for years, man. I've been knowing about this brother. So there's nothing against Choke. But he was not really involved in the Chaos case. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he have a change of heart. Maybe he said, you know what, man, I'm gonna stick my neck out and say, I'm gonna try to help this brother. Nothing against brothers. I'm just saying, the people that I've seen that put protests together, I'm not saying that some of these folks, whatever, I'm not taking nobody's side. I'm just saying, for the people that took notes, it was in the courtroom, people that had YouTube channels, people that was in that courtroom, like Hollywood Next, people like everything's I can't pronounce that girl's name. Everything's anybody, everything's everybody. Mercedes, I think that's your name. She was there taking notes. And I'm not saying I'm not in nobody's beef. I saw Yellow Michelle there. I did see Christopher Gunn there. I did see Dana J there. I'm gonna Prima Donna wasn't. She put out the content for two or 3 years, spitting fire. I gotta stick with those people, man. I don't trust Don Russell. Sorry. When I came to YouTube, I didn't know. Yes, I use my and to the people like I'm gonna say names. People like Tariq Nasheed, Black Authority, Casino for Life, Kwame Brown, Harvey Orwell, Nicole Views. They don't need R. Kelly for to build their platform because they don't need. They can talk about other things. Sinful P. They can talk about other things. When I came to YouTube, I was talking about R. Kelly. I'm a supporter. I can admit that. Can some of you admit that? I can admit that. But some of you, can't even admit that. But I also can flip it too. See? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being a supporter of Mr. Kelly. But don't become a fanatic. Don't become a super fanatic. Because sometimes that scares celebrities, man. That scares people like a Robert Sylvester Kelly. When you become a fanatic, they don't like that. They want to be treated like a human being. I'm just being honest with you, man. But anyway, I don't know if Choke No Joke, the letter's real, but, and that's not even my concern. All I'm concerned about is that hate, greed, jealousy, betrayal. I think did I say the word hatred? Racism got Robert Sylvester Kelly convicted. But God and his family and his supporters is going to get him out of there. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? So whether this letter is real, I don't need, because all this stuff about being in prison and being in jail ain't no fairy tale. Oh, that kind of rhyme. I like that. Being in prison, being in jail ain't no fairy tale. If you ever been to jail, I ain't never been to prison. I've been to jail. Ain't no fairy tale. Whether it's real or not, man, that's not even important. I'm calling out these celebrities like Ice-T. Ice-T should be ashamed of himself. Ice-T should have kept his mouth closed. He ain't saying nothing for the past 2 or 3 years. If he married a little at 16 years old, why you ain't saying that? Why you ain't get your boys from LA to jump? Why you ain't get your boys to take care of that situation since he was a pedophile? Man, y'all need to stop being so damn hypocritical, man. What about your boy Corrupt? Huh? Don't let me get some family members and get in contact with Reggie Wright Jr. and call out corrupt in his past. See, you got a past too, Tracy. You was a pimp. See, don't do this, man. See, I'm really trying to live my life for God, man. But some of you out here, man, need to really stop with the Portia Williams and putting these people on these talk shows, man. Y'all need to really stop, man. See, the media gonna keep doing what they doing. They gonna continue to drag this man. They gonna do their job. But people like Ice-T. Ice-T? I mean, he was in the Twin Cities, man. He was at a club called The Rogue. He was also at the Mall of America. I forgot the name of that club, man. My cousin Byron saw him, man, and them white girls like, that's Ice Cube. I said, my cousin said, that ain't no damn Ice Cube. That's Ice-T. You can't forget him. You know, he said the F word. I'm not gonna use profanity. And I saw him, you know what I'm saying? But that's like in 95. Because at the time, he New Jack City came out like 90, 91. And he was still big, but he wasn't nobody that I'm impressed with. I never been impressed. I liked the celebrities, but I was more into Tupac. You know what I'm saying? I was into Tupac. I liked the Ice Cube. You know. But Ice-T, she's like, I love, the white girls, they like the Ice. I said, y'all go over there. One of them said, nah, we sit with y'all. But one of the white girls we was with, they went on over there. But it was some black women, and they wasn't feeling them like that. I'm being honest. It was in this nice, like I said, it was a club it was a Rogue. He was at back in the days. It was in the mid-90s, the early 90s. It was a club called the Rogue. It was right down the street from a club that Prince owned called the Grand Slam. And a lot of celebrities would come in town, whether it was Ralph Tresman or Omar Epps. A lot of people come in town, man. A lot of celebrities come in that town. They go to them clubs. And I'm not saying, I'm not taking nothing from Tracy, man. Tracy just speaking because he's just jumping on the bandwagon. Because he's saying that, because he heard his ex-wife, Darlene, say something about R. Kelly, too. I don't think R. Kelly is attractive. Look at his eyes. I mean, because his ex-wife. Just think about it, man. Think about it. I mean, some of these pro-black, conscious, woke people on social media, they've said some questionable things about Kells. Oh, he can get any woman he want. He has had women. You sure your wife ain't been talking about Kells? Ice-T? Same thing that Tyson Beckford said, man. I don't like him. I hope he gets shanked. Never liked him. This is coming from something with somewhere else. This is coming from some outside. This is coming from some upper man, some elites, man, telling them to say these things, man. But R. Kelly has been in the industry for over 25, 30 years. Why Ice-T never said this before? You're gonna see more, y'all. And it's up to the supporters to call this out. Don't be disrespectful, but just call it out. Like, brother Ice-T, where is this coming from, brother? Why you never said this before? Why you never called him out before? Why you never disrespect? I mean, you hung out with Bishop Don Juan, one of the most notorious pimps from Chicago. R. Kelly's been around Bishop Don Juan. He's been around Snoop Dogg. Kells was just at Snoop Dogg party 4 or 5 years ago. You friends with Snoop Dogg. Now you saying these things? Come on, man. I see a pattern here. Remember Ernest Thomas said he never liked Bill Cosby? They got to stop this stuff, man. Ice-T, I'm on to you, dude. See, these folks need to be these folks need to be stopped, I'm telling you. And shout out to his lawyer, Jennifer Bonjean. I hope I pronounced her name right. She is going to help this man, by the grace of El Shaddai, get out of there. He will be free, y'all. So they can do all they want to do. They can try to go after Dr. Bill Cosby, talking about they're going to take him to the Supreme Court in the highest land. That stuff ain't going to work. Shout out to Andrew Wyatt, man. Faizon Love, do not let Vlad TV use you, man, to go against Andrew Wyatt. Shout out to Faizon Love. Shout out to Andrew Wyatt. I got to go, man. If you believe everything the media tells you, then you're not but a brainwashed slave. Here, nowadays, you're just a damn fool. So free yourself, free your mind, and free your soul, and give it to the Lord Jesus Christ. If you do that, I guarantee you that everything will be all right. With that being said, love is God, and God is love. I love you, and Jesus loves you more. I want to say, rest in peace to my father, Phil Calvin White. I love you, Dad. Gotta go, y'all. Peace.